G'day guys. Today I want to show you a really handy tool that every tinkerer should have in their collection, a USB power meter. There are quite a few different types of these with varying features, but this one is personally my favourite due to its simplicity. These currently go for around $5 Australian delivered on AliExpress or $8 Australian delivered on eBay. Before we get too far into what it actually does and what it could be used for, ours unfortunately does need repairing. We can see here, if I plug it in, it is a little bit temperamental. It does turn off on certain angles. I believe it is just a dry or cracked solder joint. So it should be pretty easy to fix. We just have to reflow the USB connector. Before we can reflow it, we do have to take the case off. I've never opened this before. I have had it for around 8 or 10 years now. It looks like it just clips together. So I'll just try prying it apart. So it was just held together by clips, as you can see here. I did break some of them. It was incredibly hard to open, but I ended up sliding a flathead screwdriver, just a small one, under the USB-A male port, and that got me a little bit of leverage, and I was able to pop the first clip, and from there I just worked my way around. We can take it out of the case now. Here we go. So it's pretty simple, and it looks like this is the port we want to reflow. So I can't see any damage to it, but it is a little bit wiggly. So we'll just resolder it and hope for the best. Hopefully that should do it. We'll plug it back into our power bank and see if it's still faulty. So it does still work, which is good. But unfortunately, jiggling it does still break it. I'm guessing it's the USB connector itself has oxidized or been damaged. Unfortunately, I don't have the correct connector on hand to replace it with. I've only got these little ones here, which are designed to fit into a shell, and not the correct right angle one. I think it is still worth repairing, so I will order a 10-pack of the correct connector, but that won't be for today. We'll put it all back together and we'll take a look at some of its features. So why is this little gadget so useful? First of all, it's great for testing the maximum current you can pull from a USB port, whether it be a power bank or a wall charger. It is always good to check if it meets the advertised specifications. For this, it's always good to have a small USB load. This one here is adjustable, so we'll plug it in. You can see it is showing 5 volts, which is good. Now we'll plug in our load. We've connected our load and it is wound all the way down, so it's not drawing any current currently. We are sitting at around 5 volts. I'll very slowly increase the current. So we're at 10 milliamps. We have dropped down to 4.5 volts. That's fine, it's within spec. Oh, we're losing a fair bit. Oh, wait, drop back up. It's all good. 300 milliamps. We're up to just over half an amp and we're at 4.7 stabilized. That's good. We're up to 1 amp and we are still sitting at around 4.5. Does go up to 4.7 occasionally, so that's still within spec. 1.5 amp, 1.6 amps. Pretty impressive for this cheap Bunnings power bank. 1.8 amps. Can we hit 2? 2 amps, and we are still sitting at 4.6 volts. So this is fully spec'd, which is good. 2.1, and it turns off. There we go. So it does keel over at 2 amps. If we start winding it down, it should hopefully turn back on. I may need to remove it. Plug it back in. So we have tripped the power bank protection circuit. I think to reset it, we just have to plug in a micro USB charger. So we'll plug that in now. Got one here. And hopefully that's reset it. So the lights are back on. Unplug it. And it should start working again. There we go. So that's one potential use. Another great use for this is if you've plugged in a device to charge and nothing appears on the screen, for example, your phone or just a cheap handheld like the R36S or GB300, this does tell you if it's taking any current or not. So if we plug this in, you can see it did drop up very slightly. We can see it is, there we go, it is increasing. We can see it does increase and it is stuck in a boot cycle. That is the phone issue though, that is not the power bank. So you can see the power is alternating. 100 milliamp, 230, back down to 100. This is super handy for checking if your device is working. You may also notice on the screen, there is a row of numbers with a T. That is your time it's been plugged in. And below that is the total milliamp hour capacity. So this is also awesome for checking how much total power a device has drawn, for example, overnight while it's charging, or for capacity testing a power bank and seeing its true rating. These USB variable loads do go for around $15 to $20 Australian delivered, but it is definitely worth every penny. There are cheaper USB power meters out there, for example this one here, with its 7-segment display. It doesn't show you the total power draw over time. It does just show you the total current being drawn at that point in time. So not as handy. And there's also these much more expensive fancy ones. These ones here do support power delivery and quick charge, and not just standard USB-A 5 volts. So it's pretty similar. You power it through the USB-A port on the side. You can connect USB-C or micro USB cables in and out. And you've got buttons for logging, and obviously USB-A. We'll power this one up and see what it looks like. As you can see, we do have a lot more information on the screen. It tells you the current temperature, total power draw, the protocol, which is pretty cool. If the data pins are connected. It does also have the total power consumed over time. If you do like to tinker with things, especially things with USB ports, I would definitely recommend picking one of these up. Again, my personal favorite is this small blue one due to its simplicity. But if you are wanting to use USB-C, then you will need something a bit more expensive, like this FNB38. I think that'll do it for today. If you have any questions or comments, let me know down below. Otherwise, thanks for watching.